All right, let's kick this thing off.
Yay!
Welcome.
All right, I'm ready. Let's do it.
Yay!
Welcome to the 2021 Spring Accelerator Showcase and Celebration. As that prompt just let us all know, this event is being recorded on Zoom. So I'll hand it over to Amanda. Tell us what E4All is, Amanda.
All right. So welcome. For those of you who are coming in at the tail end of this just for the celebration, our entrepreneurs have been through a Business 101 boot camp for the last 3 months. So we put them through the ringer with classes twice a week with some basics of business foundations. We connected them with a team of mentors who they met with every week, and they went through a really rigorous curriculum to take their business from foundation to launch. So we are a nonprofit that provides these tools, resources, and connections for these guys. And we're really excited to be here tonight, celebrating the fact that they made it through the first 3 months of this commitment. And they're going to have another 9 months of support with their mentors. They'll meet with us quarterly. They'll continue to have access to the network. They'll continue to have access to workshops, tools, resources, and they're part of the E4All fam now. So tonight we are celebrating the Spring 2021 cohort, which is what? Is this our 5th cohort, Kristen?
I think this is
Something
number
like
6.
that?
6.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So congratulations, guys. You are lucky number 6. We're celebrating everything that you've done to get to this point tonight.
So I did want to just lay out for the folks who maybe haven't been to one of these showcases before, what to expect. So we are currently in the introduction portion. You'll get to hear from each of the entrepreneurs. What is their business? What are they launching out into the community? Then we get to hear from the keynote, Jennifer Edwards, who is the executive director of the Falmouth Road Race. After Jennifer, we will hear from an E4All class speaker. So it's the person that was nominated by their class to kind of give you all the behind the scenes of what went on during the accelerator. We've got a bit of a special surprise.
Well, not all of what went on behind the scenes, Kristen.
Just
Let's
some
be
of
clear.
It.
Just some of it.
We'll do a thank you video at 55, and then we'll do some cash rewards to kind of round things out, and probably closing around 7:30, 7:40. So we invite you tonight to celebrate with us, and you won't be staring at this slideshow after this when I kind of close it out, but throughout the evening we do invite you to unmute and make some noise. So yeah, let's try it now. Let's unmute and try it out.
Yeah!
Woohoo!
So bad. All right, Amanda, I'll kick it back over to you for the mentors.
So we just want to say thank you to the mentors. Kristen and I are a 2-woman team delivering the technical training, but we absolutely positively cannot do this without our mentors. For every entrepreneur, they're teamed up with 3 mentors. That means we have 45 volunteers twice a year who come in and give generously of their time and their knowledge and their support. And, this is a community. This is a family, and it's because we have you guys here that we're able to do this in the way that we are, and that it's much more than just the technical dry know-how. It's all about the relationships that we build and the things that we learn from each other, and our mentors are absolutely vital to us being able to do this. So thank you guys so much. We really appreciate you.
And kind of with that in mind, we're always filling seats for mentors of the future. Generally, folks, maybe even if people love the mentor role, it's not always the right time every single kind of cohort or semester. So we're always recruiting. So if you are interested, if you are a person who thinks that you could add to one of these business teams, we're always recruiting for mentors. So look me up, Kristen at eforall.org if you'd like to have a conversation.
And Kristen, I know one of the things that I hear a lot from people who are thinking about mentoring is they're a little bit nervous about am I the right person to mentor? And there's
Yeah.
a couple of things that I think we can speak to. One of that is that you're part of a team, right? So you don't have to have every single answer. And the other part is, the best mentors are the ones who listen and ask questions. Whether or not you have the answers, it's often on the entrepreneurs to figure out what those answers are, but being able to ask questions and helping people think outside of their own perspective is a great help in the mentor role. And, these business classes, the way that we teach these classes is we bring in specialists from the community to teach on different subjects, everything from what's uniquely valuable about your business to how do you sell, to how do you set up a website, how do you operate social media. And we do this with volunteers who come in and, spend 2 to 3 hours with the classes, share what they know. And it's another way for the entrepreneurs to get to know people in the community, in the business community, and, to share, pay it forward a little bit, share what you've learned. So I'm always recruiting for specialists for the business classes that happen in the fall and in the spring.
And so where are we now? So we are at the end of 12 intensive weeks of an accelerator program. And folks, either was it last week or 2 weeks ago, we were just trying to figure out when everyone was going through their nerve-wracking final presentations. And so, entrepreneurs as kind of their capstone project gave 10-minute final presentations, and then they were grilled by a judges panels for another 10 minutes. So each of these individuals have done this as they're launching these businesses into the community. And so tonight is just a time to kind of celebrate the impact that these businesses and these entrepreneurs are going to have in the community, going out and adding these 12 new companies to the Cape Cod economy. So we are so happy that you guys are taking the lead. So over to Amanda for the community thank yous.
So again, we don't do this alone. We have a leadership team, our board, who helps us as we're directing the strategic vision for E4All Cape Cod. We have our generous pool of mentors who participate week to week. We have our experts who come in for 1 or 2 classes. We have a panel of judges. Over 3 nights, we had 15 people who served on the panel of judges. We have readers who, they may not have as much time as the other folks, but they still want to participate. So they're reading applications, helping us sort through people who are interested in the program and helping us select businesses and people that we want to see succeed and thrive in our community. And just general volunteers. We have folks who help us with our events. There's plenty of people that, we're like, all right, are you coming tonight? I just need somebody to run a timer for me. So, our volunteers make or break us. And so we want to say thank you to that. But also, we want to acknowledge sort of the unsung heroes here, right? The entrepreneurs are put through a 12-week intensive program. When they apply for it, I tell them, you're picking up another part-time job, right? It's a lot of time. It's a lot of effort. They're working really hard, and they absolutely positively cannot do it without their support system. We know that when your loved ones show up to this program and I start torturing them week by week, they're able to do that because their family's picking up the slack at home or because their friend is swinging by and letting out the dog. So thank you to you guys. You are the unsung, unseen heroes here who are keeping these guys rolling, keeping them going, and helping them to succeed by picking up some of the slack for them. So thank you to the friends and family for everything you've done to help make this program successful as well.
And so at this time, I'd be remiss to not thank our sponsors. So these are the folks that enable this program to happen. So a huge thanks to donors like yourselves, to the Mass Growth Capital Corporation, specifically their Small Business Technical Assistance Grant. The state of Massachusetts EOHED Urban Agenda Grant has been a wonderful sponsor, Rockland Trust Charitable Foundation, and the Falmouth Road Race Charitable Foundation, and also the Cape Cod Foundation. So huge thank you to those folks. Without them, we wouldn't be in business. So with that, I'm going to stop screen sharing, and it's time for some pitches.
All right, so we want you to meet the entrepreneurs. We're going to do this in alphabetical order by the name of your business, And I would like to start off and ask our brand new dad, or our new again dad, Mike Salitro of Accomplished RE. Who are you and what do you do? Give the room a sense of who's here. I put him on the spot. He's probably changing a diaper as we speak.
Thank you, Amanda. Not changing diaper, but not far off either. So good evening, everyone. I'll try to get our video as much as possible, but it's close to a zoo here, so we won't do that. But I'm Mike Salitro of Accomplished RE. What we do is we help real estate professionals stop stressing about their next deal. We use one-on-one personalized coaching to help real estate professionals scale their strengths and reduce the inefficiencies in their business. This program has been fantastic, and couldn't be more excited to have been part of it and continue to be for all going forward. So thank you, everyone, and look forward to the rest of the evening.
And Mike, thank your wife and baby for holding off until after final presentations. We appreciate them.
It's all part of planning, but I'll let them know. Thank you.
Next up is ALR Designs. Alyssa.
Hi, everyone. I'm Alyssa Ruggieri. I'm the owner and artist at ALR Design. So I create watercolor artwork for you to love and love to share with others. Anything from serene landscapes to whimsical sharks, rainbow greeting cards, and unique custom art. I create unique pieces for everyone.
And for bonus points, you have Vanna White / Mariah Fidalgo holding up your works. Thank you very much. Beautiful. Beth Ann Charters. Captain Rich.
That's right. Thanks, Amanda, for recognizing Marie over there. She did a great job. Captain Rich from Beth Ann Charters, located in Provincetown. We're a 15-year-old business, but we recently expanded this past year with a second boat. We offer a variety of cruises, primarily whale watching, which we did 2 of them today. And I just got home, and sunset cruises, and of course the traditional fishing, as well as some other ones. So we bring out families, friends, partners, anybody, just to have a great old time. So thank you.
Awesome. Kristen Kiley of By Kristen K. Tell us about you.
Hi, everyone. I'm author and illustrator Kristen Kiley. I just wanted to give you a little, I'm working on the final edits to a children's book. My main characters, Hank and Beck, will take you on an adventure and provide a cultural immersion into the arts. They are 2 golden retrievers on a mission in search of the world's greatest treasures.
Awesome, thank you. Next up, Lemonadio from Stephanie Viva.
Hey everybody, I'm Stephanie Viva from Lemonadio Radio, giving your business a voice with podcasting and brand narration, encouraging you all to listen happier at lemonadio.com.
Thank you. Glovin, tell us about Order We Go.
Hi everyone, I'm Glovin Palmer, co-owner of Order We Go, where we provide a cost-effective solution that helps local cost-effective delivery service and online ordering solution that helps local restaurants connect with more customers and allows those customers to have their favorite meals delivered conveniently to their location. And we're currently operating in Falmouth and Mashpee.
And I would like to personally vouch. I had Glovin bring me my favorite pizza from Falmouth, where they no longer deliver, but Glovin brought it to me, so I'm good now. Kevin from Phases Creative Studios.
Hi everyone, I'm Kevin Watson from Phases Creative Studios, where we capture the phases of your life through photography and graphic design. Thank you.
Great. And can I hear from Leah of Scargo Consulting?
Okay, finally, I'm not on mute. Hi, I'm Leah from Scargo Consulting, and we believe in a culture of people first. We help businesses create that culture where employees feel valued, confident, and engaged by designing custom onboarding and training programs and provide leadership development for all.
Awesome. And how about Lainey from Seaside Bridal?
Hi, everyone. I'm Lainey, owner of Seaside Bridal Couture. We are located at 187 West Main Street, Unity Hyannis. We are full service bridal boutique, giving you the traditional customer focused service for your formal occasions.
Fantastic. Susan Dean from Susan's Mobile Hair Studio.
Hi, everyone. I'm Susan Dean. My business is Susan's Mobile Hair Studio. I'm located in Marston's Mills, and I service the entire Cape. I deliver top quality professional hair services directly to my clients' homes.
And representing the hardworking duo of Wild Water Collective, tonight we have Mariah.
That's me. Hi, I'm Mariah from Wild Water Collective. Emily unfortunately couldn't join us tonight, but she exists too. We are a artisan collective. We've been open for 3 weeks on Main Street in Orleans. We specialize in handmade gifts and apparel with local and global artisans, connecting you to the people that make your clothes.
Awesome. Kristen, that's the cohort.
That's it. Excellent. Will everybody join me in unmuting and doing a round of applause?
Yay!
We did it!
Good job, everybody.
Got you.
Yeah,
Where we going next?
Excellent. And so at this time, I have the pleasure of introducing you to our keynote tonight, Jennifer Edwards. And I guess at this time, if you're able, we have some folks who might, let's see if we can get them on mute. And just as, so our keynote tonight is going to be Jennifer Edwards. And I just like the audience, if you think of questions for Jennifer throughout this talk, just shoot me a private message in the chat and we'll have some time for questions at the end. But Jennifer Edwards joined the Falmouth Road Race team in 2011. As the executive director of Falmouth Road Race, she brings the strategic vision of the organization to life through collaboration with industry leaders. Having a passion for community service and event management, she serves on the Falmouth Chamber of Commerce Board of Directors as race director for Falmouth's Holidays by the Sea Jingle Jog and as hydration station coordinator for the BAA Boston Marathon. She's a member of the Falmouth Band Parents Association, a volunteer for Falmouth's Volunteers in Public Schools, and a past member of the Falmouth Walk and the Heroes in Transition Ruck for Hit committees. Jennifer holds a master's degree in speech language pathology from UMass Amherst, working in healthcare and education for 15 years before her transition to the running industry. She enjoys all aspects of life on the Cape and with her family. So with that, let me hand it over to Jennifer. Jennifer, thank you so much for coming tonight.
Thank you so much. I also, we should add, she has a hard time saying no, which is how I ended up here. But I'm absolutely honored to be here to help celebrate you, the Spring of 21 Accelerator graduating class. I wish we were in person for this. I much prefer seeing everyone's smiling face while I'm speaking, but I have one screen of you, which is great. So let me tell you, I enjoyed listening to each of you present your projects, even if it was just a quick snippet. I did my research and I looked at your websites and you are all doing wonderful things. This program is fabulous. Kudos to Kristen and Amanda and their team at E4All, and of course to all your mentors. I feel really lucky to be getting to participate in this and to get an inside look at your emerging businesses. They're great. Some of you might even be hearing from me to help out with our event in the next year or two. We really like to engage local businesses when pulling our race together. And so, you know, if you have an interest in the race, we should connect. So I was asked to say a few words about the Cape economy. And we all know that Cape businesses were hit really hard during the pandemic, especially food service, retail, accommodations, and of course, live events. According to a survey done by Cape Cod Commission, over 80% of businesses reported losses in the second quarter of 2020 as compared to 2019. And more than a third reported Q2 losses of over 75%. During the summer, businesses rebounded a bit. I know that they did in Falmouth. We had a lot of traffic, but still people were reporting losses, you know, really throughout the year. People were forced to dip into their personal savings to mitigate the financial impacts of the pandemic. People lost their jobs. People were furloughed. They were let go. They were, you know, laid off. It was, you know, it was a tough year for everyone. But this summer should paint a different picture. People are vaccinated, restrictions are being lifted, events are returning, and life on the Cape is returning to somewhat normal, quote unquote, the new normal. In general, the state of the Cape economy is transitioning. More and more folks with disposable wealth are coming and retiring to the Cape, which means tourism isn't necessarily the primary driver of our economy as it has been in the past. No doubt it's a challenging business environment, difficulty finding staff, ongoing housing issues. People want to work where they live and live where they work, but it's becoming more and more of a challenge here on the Cape. It's something we talk a lot at the Falmouth Chamber of Commerce at our board meetings. It's one of our issues that we are really actively engaged in. In Falmouth, 40% of our population is considered a senior citizen, which is, I've been told, 62 or older, you're a senior citizen. So, and by 2030, only 9 years from now, it will be 60% senior citizens with essentially no net growth in population. Although I'm happy to say I won't quite be a part of that statistic at that time, but I'll be getting close. But this also means that there are growing opportunities for service-oriented industries, landscapers and personal trainers and photographers and coaches and hairstylists and food delivery, tech startups, a lot of what I'm hearing from this class. You don't need an office space anymore to have a business. Even though, you know, some of you have some brick and mortars, which I think is amazing, but a lot of you are launching from home, and that's kind of the beauty of where we're at. We all learned a lot about working from home this past year, haven't we? I needed to social distance from the fridge. That was like one of my big things. I work in the same room in the kitchen, so it was a little bit of a challenge. And for so many, 2020 was a year of loss, personal, professional, both even. It was a year of uncertainty, of unrest, of unprecedented experiences. It was scary, and yet for others, it was one of the best years they've ever had. You know, just speaking personally, Gelfie's chocolates on Main Street in Falmouth, because doesn't chocolate make everything better? They did great. Seafood Sam's, our local lumber companies, they all did really very, very well. And we all know how the liquor stores did. Real estate brokers, they couldn't find inventory. And then there's the Falmouth Road Race, where I work, one of the largest events on the Cape, which typically hosts 12,800 runners on the third Sunday in August. We did exceedingly well. So how can a road race be successful in the midst of a pandemic? Okay, so here's our story. After coming back from Running USA, which is our industry conference that we have every year in mid-February, last year it was in Vegas, I had taken a class on the virtual events, and I was already kind of contemplating adding a virtual component to our in-person race, which every year turns away like 6,000 interested runners. And we were like, all right, maybe we can get people involved anyway, peripherally, if they can't come to the Cape or whatnot. So we had been contemplating it, and I started following the news closely, maybe a little obsessively, following pandemic updates. I'm a big fan of Dr. Fauci. And I saw the writing on the wall very early and started mapping out an alternative plan to our in-person race.
Yeah, you did that.
So, I love it. I got baby bumped. So anyway, so what if? So we sketched out an idea for a virtual race. We presented it to our race operations team, and they said, nah, nope, no way. No one's going to do a virtual race. People don't want to run unless they can run in person. And I was like, nope, I'm going with my gut. Mapped out a full just in case plan B, like 30-page PowerPoint, pitched it to our board, created a virtual event budget. And by the time the town canceled all summer events in late April of 2020, our little team of 4 was ready to launch the first ever Falmouth Road Race at Home edition. So our primary goal was to support we have a very robust charity program, and these teams were losing their fundraising events left and right, and they needed something solid to count on to raise funds for their nonprofit organizations. And at the same time, we also wanted to provide value to our sponsors who supported the event despite its modification. And we wanted to keep our participants engaged all summer long with games and contests and customized running playlists and pretty much anything we could creatively come up with. And with the support of NBC Boston, we were able to even engage some of our elite athletes with a fun in-home scavenger hunt contest that we did. We had tons of fun with that. We produced a live stream wheelchair exhibition event with Spalding Rehab, even created an SBLI Kids at Home Challenge for the 1,000 kids who typically come and run the fun run the day before the race, but ended up being at home. With the goal of promoting kindness and physical activity and good citizenship. We created a surprise and delight campaign, we called it, and bought $35,000 worth of $50 gift cards from local businesses to distribute randomly into our participant kits and to mail out with personalized handwritten notes to acknowledge people who really supported us on social media or who were identified as members of the community, who were kind or very inspiring in some way. Basically, we created something from nothing in about 4 months. And for perspective, we typically start planning the following year's event in September, which gives us like an 11-month lead time. And that's just making the event better that we already do in person. Anyway, so we marketed the hell out of this new at-home edition. And in the end, we had almost 10,000 participants in 16 different countries. We had fantastic social engagement. We helped our charity teams and our Numbers for Nonprofits program raise $2.4 million for their respective charities. There were videos and interviews and slideshows and middle of the night panic attacks, which is fine. We got through it. It was the hardest thing that we have ever done. Some told us we were going to be the laughing stock of the industry when we launched this. And yeah, I hate to say it, but who's laughing now? I mean, we did. We were on fire. We took lemons. We made lemonade. It was a heck of a year. Anyway, and we secured ASICS as our new title sponsor for the race. You know, it was a big coup to do during a pandemic. We're very proud of what we were able to pull together. And then I was invited to be the organization's first ever executive director. So our race operations team, they were shocked. And in the end, they even launched a couple of small virtual races themselves. So it was great. So let's just say 2020 taught me a lot about the people in my world, my family, the people on my team, the people in our community, the people with whom we do business. It was a really eye-opening year. And so people often ask me, how did you get into working with the road race? And is it really a full-time job? You know, it's just a race. So like this race just magically springs up in August, poof, like 8 events in 5 days just magically come to life. So when I was a kid, I always wanted to be a teacher. So that's what I was going to do. Like it was mapped out. I'm a planner. I like it. This is how it's going to go. And then I had a summer job as a camp counselor at a special needs day camp. And I worked alongside a speech therapist and I loved what she did with the kids. And I was like, okay, made such an impact. I switched from elementary education to communication disorders, got my master's degree from UMass Amherst, had a 15-year career as a speech and language pathologist, working with every age group from 1 to 100, like from birth to literally death. And it was a great career. It served me well. It was fantastic. In the last 5 or so years, I worked at Falmouth Hospital in the acute care and in outpatient rehab. And you may not know this about speech pathologists, but we are specifically trained in the diagnosis and treatment of dysphagia, which is swallowing disorders. So what it means is that we're often the ones who counsel patients and families regarding like end of life decisions around pros and cons of prolonging life by inserting feeding tubes, aspiration, pneumonia, you know, due to dysphagia. So many hours each day were spent with grieving families. I mean, it was really heavy. Quality of life issues, you know, it was a lot of what I did. It was very heavy on my heart. And I was just having more and more trouble, like kind of shaking it off at the end of the day. And I kept dreaming of a career change. Like, what if I could do anything? What would it be? What am I good at? What am I passionate about? What do people need? Probably a lot of the same questions you have all been asking yourselves prior to starting your businesses. So after lots of soul searching, I kept coming back to how much fun I had teaching technology to the women in my life, friends and family. This was in the early 2000s, I guess. So like by technology, I mean setting your DVR and personalizing your Facebook page and changing your profile picture and downloading your pictures from your phone to Dropbox, you know, that kind of stuff, getting apps on your phone, even just using your phone. Some of my friends, goodness. So after I had a great chat with Jay Zavala, former Falmouth Chamber of Commerce president, I went home, I taught myself how to build and customize a website. I built one for myself and I launched my business media solutions. Boom, I'm an entrepreneur. I was like, I could do this. This is great. And the next day I landed Leah McGuire's as a client. It was referred by the chamber. I went in, I met her, she was great. I built a bunch of websites. I supported small business owners with their social media platforms. I taught some tech workshops and some classes. My favorite was called Appy Hour at Liam's. Get it? Appy Hour. We talked about apps while we had apps. It was fun. Anyway, then one day in April 2011, when I was volunteering in my son's second grade classroom, I was asked, hey, you know, do you want to do some work with Falmouth Road Race this summer? We'd love to have you. Like, why not? I love the race. I'll give it a shot. Sure. My dad used to run road races when I was a kid, and I always loved the energy and the excitement around a race. So let's do it. And so over that summer, as I watched the event that we built unfold in August, I just knew that it's what I wanted to do. So soon after, I told the race director and the Falmouth Road Race president, Scott Gelfie, that I would leave my career as a speech therapist and they should hire me to do this full time. Like I was born to do this. And they said, okay, so they did. And in the past 10 years, I've done not only Falmouth Road Race planning, but I've managed the Boston Marathon, all the water stations, produced the first Lululemon San Diego 10K, worked the Runner's World Half and Festival. I mean, I've done a lot of traveling. I've had a lot of really fantastic experiences. And even locally, the Falmouth Holidays by the Sea Jingle Jog, which is was virtual last year, but we'll be back again this year. So I mean, just some fantastic opportunities have come my way, and I've just jumped at the chance to participate. And so thinking about that kid who wanted to grow up to be a teacher, I was like, I wonder what would have happened. But essentially, I've been a teacher my whole career. I've taught and retaught language and cognitive skills and safe swallowing strategies. I've taught website, social media management to small business owners and friends. And now I teach interns and colleagues the joy of event planning and road race management. I try to lead by example. I really hope that I'm teaching resiliency and the importance of clear communication and task completion and customer service and proofreading, dear God. And one of my favorites, if you strive for perfection, you will always fail. I've had some interns that have to be perfect before they do anything, and you just don't aim for perfection. You cannot be perfect. You will go crazy trying. And the importance of stopping once in a while for an office dance party. So I'd like to leave you with these parting thoughts. Make your mark. Okay, so each one of you is doing that already just by being part of this program, but keep doing that. Encourage others to do the same. You know, be someone's wing person, like support them, help them to grow, listen to them, give ownership of a particular area to your employees. Like with our interns at the road race, this year I gave the task of design a new finish line. You know, we paint it on the road every year. We have a new title sponsor. I said, you get to design it, go, have at it, do some research, go on Canva, go whatever you're gonna do, have fun. And then they get to make their mark on the race. And I think that's really important. You know, volunteer captains, choose the color of the shirt. I don't care what it is, like make it yours. This is what you do, you know, and you just have to figure out what people are interested in. They're going to run with it. Get involved. I would really hope and suggest and really encourage you to do something that has an impact on the community. Support workforce housing issues. Work to bring high-speed internet across the Cape because we really need it. Join a local nonprofit board, something that interests you. Network, go to your Chamber of Commerce business after hours events. Can you tell them on the chamber board? Support the chamber. Provide value in the entire customer journey. That's something that we work really hard to do with the race, and I'm sure it really applies to all of you. So do you have a user-friendly website? does your menu list food allergies? Do you have FAQs for us to reference? Do you have referrals, like a referral program? Do you send thank yous? Do you engage your customers on social media? Build a strong team. I mean, that's kind of a no-brainer, but surround yourself with talented, capable people who do what they say they're going to do. You want them to dot their I's and cross your T's so that when you delegate something, you know it's getting done. That is so important. And one of the most impactful bits of feedback that I ever received was when Deb McGuire of Liam's said to some friends when she introduced me at a networking event, she said, you know, Jennifer always follows through and not everyone has that quality. And I just, you know, be that person. Like, I just feel like that's really important. When you say you're going to do something, just follow up. Be willing to learn and listen, keep an open mind, solve problems, make decisions. Seriously, go with your gut, because if your gut tells you it's not a good idea, it's probably not a good idea. Never send an email when you're angry. And finally, don't forget to have a dance party now and again, because you have turned your dreams into business. And laugh, because if it isn't fun, why are you still doing it? You got to have fun doing what you're doing. So I really look forward to speaking to you. I hope we can connect offline sometime. And thanks for the opportunity to have me here. I really appreciate it.
Excellent. Let's give it up.
Yay!
I love the rules to live by. The never send an email when you're angry thing is fantastic.
Yeah, I love
I may
that.
have done that once or twice.
And always check the recipient twice before you hit send. Thank you so much, Jennifer. We appreciate you taking the time to share with us your experience and, you know, the lessons learned, not only in the past year, but in the past, you know, over your entire career. It's wonderful to hear the story of the resilience in the face of the adversity. You know, it's been a tough year. It's been a tough year. And so, you know, one of the things that I think that we've all taken away from that is that we're capable of so much more than we ever thought we could. You know, God doesn't give you more than you can handle, but man, he thinks we can handle a lot these days. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
We asked the cohort to nominate a class speaker to share a little bit about how this experience was for them and, you know, what they see in their future. So they nominated Stephanie Viva of Lemonadio. She gives your business a voice with podcast marketing and brand narration. And if you listen to Stephanie, you will be listening happier. Stephanie, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much. And it's excited to go after Jennifer. Jennifer, I met you when we were at Bad Martha, after I finished dead last in my last Falmouth road race, after I broke my foot. And you said, you know what, Stephanie, you've inspired me to get a trophy for the last place finisher. And I said, thank you very freaking much.
I cheered you on at the finish. I was there.
Finished. Broken, lumpy foot and all. So thank you very much.
You did it.
You guys, to quote Oscar Wilde, the best way to appreciate your job is to imagine yourself without one. And I think a lot of this cohort lost their job during the pandemic, and this is what we decided to do. And I think that the best way to imagine yourself with a job is to create one. And this is what E4All gave for me the strength to be able to do and the community to do it. I promised myself I wouldn't cry during this whole thing because I was ready to bawl, because thank you guys so much. I mean, I scoured the internet, my work, our classes, the pithy things my cohort had to say over our 4 months together since meeting each other. I went through the list of what I learned and from who and how it affected me. Mariah, Emily, my millennials, your hippies, you're everything I want to be. Mike, good book recommendations, and thank you for letting us know you're a lawyer, just in case we need some advice. Glovan smiles every freaking class and was intent on building his drivers. KK, not afraid to jump in with an opinion, especially with an Instagram or a color choice. So thank you. Melaine, always chatting, laughing, ready to throw herself out there. who built and opened a store in 1 week's time. Guys, I can't even. Like, Laura, never afraid to go first, always being an ear for others while your whole business model was changing. Leah, our mama bear, encouraging everybody to eat the frog. I say it to myself all the time. So thank you for saying that to me. And also, when I had to duck out of class to teach class at Cape Cod Community College, you took the best notes. So thank you. Susan was never going to volunteer for anything, but when she was put on the spot, this chick rose to the occasion every single time. And she has grown in leaps and bounds. Kevin, you never had your damn screen on because you had them babies all over you all the time. I don't even know how you got to focus at all. Honestly, I can't even. Alyssa, so quiet. And you could hear the shake in your voice every time you spoke, but it never stopped you from speaking. And your watercolors are freaking amazing. Captain Inappropriate. Rich, you are the freaking best. You are the kindest man I've ever met, always wanting to help people and go out on a limb, even when you know you might be wrong. You're okay to have that dialogue. So thank you very much. We had Jenny helping Kevin and Joni partnering with Glovan. Desiree doing her hair, but she did give us meditations and she did promise to come back. So I want to be there for Desiree when she definitely does. But always, it was our core 13 people. Fun facts, because I always have to have fun facts. There are 13 cards in every suit in a standard deck of cards. Our 4 seasons have 13 weeks. There are 13 cycles of the moon each year. The dollar bill has many icons with 13 elements, including the pyramid, 13 stars, 13 arrows. E pluribus unum has 13 letters. Getting through this new adventure in our lives known as entrepreneurship, we will make freaking mistakes. We will choose the wrong vendors. We will have to pay extra. We will have to learn to do more research before our decisions. We will live off ramen some weeks or go to Laura and Tony's because we're broke. And hey, Laura, you want to throw me a little food? Because we put our business first. And sometimes that's going to happen. We will miss deadlines and we're going to be late because we're tending to our life and not watching our baby businesses for a few minutes. Our mistakes will become as important as our successes because they define us. So guys, don't aim for perfection. Aim for the small goals that you set for yourself every single week. You don't have to worry about being Kaisered anymore. We made a reverb. Sorry, I had to throw it out there. Thank you, Amanda, for keeping us on track. I ask myself every single day, is it measurable? What is it? Do I need all the time in everything I do? So thank you. Kristen, thank you for nodding, cheerleading, and making that cash flow. Where's the money though? Thank you to all of these mentors, because without you guys, this program would be a bunch of wayward entrepreneurs reading all of Kristen and Amanda's emails going, what do we do now? Okay, guys, what do we do now? Thank you to our families, all of these fledgling businesses for letting us take the time to participate, to learn, to be able to give this time not in our families. There are no words that I can say to you for being just genuinely amazing. Most of all, I have to thank my new squad of 13, because together we're a damn fine deck of new businesses here on Cape Cod. And one more thing, your work is going to fill a large part of your life. And the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. Steve Jobs, Stephanie Viva. What's up, class? Thank you.
Awesome. Let's give it up for Stephanie.
Thank you, Stephanie. Make me cry again.
That was awesome, Stephanie.
Yeah, that was really awesome.
Thank you for nominating me for another job.
I just saw Kim's name tag. Kim, proud mentor. I love it.
Yeah, I saw that. Nice.
That's awesome. Kristen, I'm going to turn it over to you for the next piece.
Excellent. So the next thing we have on our agenda, and I just saw that he came in, is Will Rubenstein, our strategic partner over at Eforever. So just to kind of break it down in one sentence, E4All launches businesses and Eforever helps to sustain and grow them. And so we'll ask for a minute or two of your time. So Will, jump on in.
Hey, everybody. Strategic partner. Doesn't that sound thrilling? Okay, no. But the truth is that I am also an E4All graduate. I'm also the co-owner of Camp Wingate Kirkland with my wife, Sandy, here in beautiful Yarmouthport. So don't let this corporate background fool you. I'd much rather be at Campfire. However, the reason I'm talking with you just for a few minutes is because there's no better feeling than the feeling you have right now. You're these beautiful baby birds who've been in this nest, and someone's probably already used this analogy, but here I am and I'm using it. And all of a sudden, after graduation, you might feel not as great, but that's okay. That's normal. And so what I'm here to talk about is a very simple concept. Entrepreneurship is hard, so don't do it alone. Just don't do it alone. You're already doing that now because you have mentors and you have Kristen and you have Amanda and you have all of the graduates of E4All that have come before you. And what I'm here to help you with is just basically a couple hours a month to work on your stuff, to work on your business, not in it. So you're all really good at working in your business. You're on the runway, you're doing air traffic controlling, even though that's a strange metaphor, I don't care. But do you really ever get up to 20,000 feet? Do you really ever fly up and go, what is going on here? Is this working? Well, I would like to help you with that. And in fact, it's so convenient, it's almost like we planned it. But in the chat, there is going to be a really cool event on Friday, 2 days from now, Friday morning at 8:30, and it's called Caffeinate Your Company. And that's a really snazzy way of saying, come find out what a peer-to-peer group is all about. And it's 30 minutes. You can bring your favorite beverage and you get to just learn about what we're up to and what this could mean for you. And look, you don't have to be an E4All to be an Eforever, but look, the first 4 letters are the same. So you're kind of like, it's like right here. I will say also to the mentors that are listening, if you know any nice people, whether they're E4All or not, who might be interested, we have 5 spots left across our 3 groups. And I would like you to fill them because otherwise nice people that aren't you are going to fill them and then you're going to be sad. So look at it that way.
Will, how much is your program?
Oh, I see what you did there, Kristen. Believe it or not, it is free. And now your silence is deafening. And that is because we are able to, through generous donors, offer this program for free. I will acknowledge, and then I will stop, that 2 hours of your time to work on your business means it's 2 hours a month that you're not generating or hustling or running or doing whatever it is you do. However, it's an investment. It's a down payment. And so if you'll allow this event on Friday to sort of rumble across your radar and share it with us, you might be surprised about what other doors can open and what other resources there are for you here on the Cape. So thank you all for giving me a couple minutes. There is a hand raised, Kristen. This is not a plant, but I do see a hand raised.
Somebody have a question?
I
Quick
think
question.
Tracy
before we get
Blake
into
does,
the,
unless she wants me to shut up, in which case, okay, she could just say that.
I was just saying that I'm interested and would love to join you on Friday.
That's awesome. So if you just want to email me, I'll also put my email address right here in the old chat machine. If you just email me and say, I'm in for Caffeinate, I'll just sign you up there. Could I make it any easier for you? I couldn't possibly. So
Awesome. Thank you.
thank you. And thank you all for letting me listen in. I'm going to stay here. The reason I was late, by the way, a true story, is our first 6 counselors arrived today for camp. So I'm not just one of those people that shows up and then is like, I'm turning into a digital pumpkin. No, I am here for the rest of the night. So thank you all. And thank you, Amanda and Kristen, and congratulations to all the graduates and all the mentors.
excellent. Thanks so much, Will. And so at this time, we have something pretty special put together. We have a thank you video that was put together by the entrepreneurs and then kind of produced by an alum, Taiki of Big Tree. And so at this time, if you'll give me about 30 seconds, I'm going to share my screen and share my sound. And we will roll this mentor video.
Hi from Wildwater Collective.
We're standing here in our store that you help support. Matt, Brian, and Sarah, we are so thankful for all of your efforts this last 3 months. We're so excited to get to work with you for the next year. We couldn't have opened a store without you.
Thank you guys.
To George, Izzy, and Reese, thank you guys for everything. Thank you for the time you guys took out of your busy schedule to mentor me. You know, I would eventually learn, but you guys made it way, way much easier and simpler. I could not have done it without you guys. So thanks again. And to the Cape Cod Eforever program, Amanda and Kristen, I thank you and appreciate you. Guys, thanks to my cohort, you guys are the best. You know, you guys are so friendly. The atmosphere you guys created was like the best.
Hi, this
Thank
is
you
Susan
again.
from Susan's Mobile Hair Studio. I want to thank Dan, John, and Scott for being my mentors and being with me every step of the way. Who would have thought that 3 guys would be so helpful in the hair business? But you know what? It doesn't even matter because business is business, and you guys were just awesome. And I really want you to know that I valued your time, and I respected your opinions, and your knowledge and your input was just so helpful. I couldn't have asked for 3 better mentors if I tried. Scott, you were like flying up and down the East Coast, back and forth to Florida, and you still made time to be there for our calls every week. And Dan's like selling a house and moving and running his own businesses, and you know, you were still there every week. And John, you know, you're like getting phone calls left and right and emails and work and driving around here and there, and you made the effort to be there as well. And I just can't thank you guys enough. I mean, you know, you really dedicated your time to me, and I can't even tell you how much I appreciate it and valued your time. And it was just awesome. It was an awesome experience, and I am so glad to have been a part of it. Thank you.
Hi, Dennis, Kate, and Lisa. Thank you so much for everything this semester. Thank you for being so generous with your time. Thank you for being so supportive of me and sharing your stories and experiences with me as we go on this journey. And thank you for always asking me the right questions, having faith in me, and pushing me and my business forward. I could not have done it without you, and for that, I am forever grateful. Thank you very much, and hopefully I did get it across to the judges that as a mentor group, you don't work with losers, and I just hope that's not the case here. I don't want to break any streaks. Thank you again, and I look forward to collaborating in the future.
Oh, hello.
Who is it?
It's Carol Singers.
Shoot him a quid and tell him to bugger off.
I'm not picking that up.
Wait, where am I going? I live here.
Hello there, I'm Kristen Kiley, author and illustrator. My children's story for littles ages 4 to 6 will take children on an adventure and provide a cultural immersion into the arts. My two main characters are golden retrievers, and they are in search of the world's greatest treasures. I'd really like to thank my mentors for all your help over the past few months. We really have done a lot together, and I really want to thank Dan. You provided great practical experience. You helped me learn about the My Morning Miracle, as well as provided insight into what was working for your business and different ways I could create a timeline for my social media, as well as so much other great advice, including how to really find a measurable way in terms of my writing to make progress every day. And I really appreciate that practical advice. So thank you very much, Dan. Jill, thank you so much for your help. You introduced me to Lisa Lerner, your friend, who is actually a published author, and her class helped me tremendously to create my own first draft. So I just want to thank you for your help and your great advice as well during this time. And Anne, thank you so much for your help with math. We worked on that Excel spreadsheet a lot. While I'll never be a mathematician, I am getting closer to understanding my numbers and how to really figure that out. And I just want to give a shout out to Amanda. Thank you so much. You've been amazing throughout this whole E4All program. And Kristen, thank you so much. You both are really great, and you really have dedicated so much time to each one of us in the cohort. So thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Hey, this is Captain Richwood of Beth Ann Charters. I'm doing my video at the last second because Kristen, thank goodness, sent out everything. I'm about to go out on the water, a little windy, but that's okay. Just wanted to take a few seconds to thank, from the bottom of my heart, my mentors. Kaylee, Serafina, and Kim. You know, three great ladies who, quite honestly, when I got them, I said, oh my God, what do they know about fishing? But as Eforever always said, it's not what they know about fishing, it's what they know about life, it's what they know about people, it's what they know about businesses, and also about prodding people, which I'm happy to report they prodded me along. You know, this thing was, I got into it, wasn't sure what I was going to do, how much time and effort, but they held me accountable, and I really appreciate that. And they're great people, and I don't want to say guys, girls, ladies, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Have a great summer.
Thank you so much, Eileen, Godfrey, and Jessica. You guys were amazing mentors, and I am so grateful that I've had you the past couple of weeks. You guys were so motivating and inspiring and supportive, and most importantly, you talked me off a cliff every time I was stressing out about my budget worksheet and anything. You guys were just so great to work with. Thank you so much for all the guidance, and I hope we can all meet in person sometime soon. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Eforever. Thanks, Christine and Amanda. You guys are amazing. I want to say thank you to my dear mentors, Jay, Nikki, and Allison. Jay, you always help me find the right word to say. Nikki, you are very hands-on. Thanks for helping me with the budgeting. And Allison, you have these beautiful ideas and awesome recommendations. I love you all, guys, and thank you so much.
Hey everybody, I'm Stephanie Viva of Lemonadio Radio, giving your business a voice with podcasting and brand narration. Big shout out to my mentors. I could not have done any of this without you. The banker, the doctor, the creator. I had the dream team. And Stephanie, Karen, Amy, I am so thankful to have had you. Honestly, Karen, thank you so much for going through all the spreadsheets with me. Me and finances are a no. And you made me feel like I could do it in the words of Morpheus, don't think you are, know you are. So my matrix, I got it in. So thank you so much. You really walked me through it. Stephanie, you pointed me in directions for all of my online tutorials that I never even thought of. So huge thank you there. Amy, you listened to me, you helped me tone and hone my goals. And honestly, you guys were all just brought something to the table that I never would have thought of and have made me really, really work and appreciate E4All in other ways. So thank you for your time. Thank you for dealing with my crazy, hectic, crazy, insane schedule, family, and life. I appreciate every moment you spent with me and making sure that I was edging towards the end of this accelerator. I would not have been able to do it for anything without you. So thank you.
Hi, this message is for Christine, Larry, and Brian. I just really wanted to say thank you for all of your encouragement, your listening, your opinions over the last few months. I know that I wouldn't be standing and feeling the way that I'm feeling right now had I not had the three of you in my life. I appreciate you. I appreciate that you volunteer and to do this work. And I just really wanted to say thank you. And I hope that you do get to come up this way or out this way and really see what we were able to create. And just a big heartfelt thank you. Thank you very much.
Hi everyone, this is Glovan Palmer with Order We Go, and I just want to take this opportunity to say a huge thank you to E4All, to Amanda and Kristen. Thank you for all the time and effort that you put into making sure that we have all that we need to be successful in the program and in our businesses. To the specialists that taught the classes, to our fellow cohort members, you guys are amazing, and to our team of mentors, David, Lisa, and Craig. We could not have done this without you. Thank you for all the time that you've invested in us over the past 3 months, whether it's working with us inside our meetings, outside of our meetings, getting us ready for our presentation, asking us the tough questions, providing amazing feedback and suggestions, getting us to focus, and taking small steps. There's so much I could list. Confidence, as you guys know, that's a work in progress, but being a part of the program, and getting encouragement from you guys have definitely helped with that. So it's been an amazing 3 months, and can't wait to apply all that we've learned from the program and make you guys proud. So thank you again, and thanks E4All.
Can we have a round of applause for our mentors?
Give it up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you all.
So I hope over the course of tonight, you've started to get a sense of what this program is about. It's about more than learning technical skills. It's about more than developing a business network. It's about being part of a larger community. It's about finding your confidence. For my entrepreneurs, just take a second and think about where you were and how it felt as you were filling out the application for this program. And whether what you thought this was going to be. And I want you to think about where you started and where you are now. If I had told you you were going to do a budget spreadsheet and project your cash flow for the next 18 months, I think half of you would have run screaming for the hills, but y'all did it. And so I hope you're really proud of what you have accomplished. This program is about you and what you can do. However, there is also a little sweetening of the pot, right? So we don't talk about it during the accelerator. We don't talk about it much before, but there is a little bit of seed money to help some of our entrepreneurs continue forward and propel their businesses forward. So we have some folks who have won some money tonight. The way that the determination is made as to who is awarded money is based on 3 factors. So one factor is attendance and participation during the course of the accelerator. Did you show up? Did you do the work? The next factor is the judges panel assessments after your 10-minute final presentation, where you do your capstone project and you present everything that you have worked on over those 3 months. And then the third is peer ranking. So the cohort actually gets to vote for each other on who they'd like to see money awarded. So we blend all of those scores together and we come up with some winners. In the normal course of events, all I would do is I would talk about, those folks, but there is one exception that I need to talk about tonight. We ask our entrepreneurs to identify what money they're going to need and something that will move their business forward in a significant way. We tell our entrepreneurs that they must ask for money. They must ask for something. We had someone who ranked, who would have been awarded money, but who refused to ask for it, even when I yelled at him and told him he had to. He refused to ask for it. So we have an honorable mention tonight for the first time ever, and that is Captain Rich of Beth Ann Charters. Congratulations, Captain Rich, you ranked for tonight. So feel free to unmute, guys. Let's give him a round of applause. Captain Rich scored great on all of those factors.
Good job, Rick.
Thank you. Thank you.
But in honor, in keeping with honoring Captain Rich's request, we're going to give the money away to other people. So we have some help with that tonight, though. I have some folks who want to be part of the process. And so we're going to move now to awarding our winners. So we're going to start off with our third place winner, who has been awarded some money for tonight. And I'm going to ask if this winner's mentor team is ready to jump into the fray here.
All right, we are ready.
All right, let's do it.
Come on, Allison, look alive.
Our third place winner for tonight is Melaine Wayborn of Seaside Bridal Couture. She has been awarded $2,000 for a sewing machine and an industrial steamer.
Yay! Great.
Congratulations!
Yeah, congratulations.
Thanks, Jay.
A little Blair Witch project there.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh my God.
So cute.
And thank you to Lainey's Mentors team, who snuck out to her backyard onto her deck to deliver her check. Great job, guys. Our second place winner, we have some help with that as well for our second place winner. Our second place winner is being awarded $2,500 tonight. And our second place winner, I think, is probably going to have to answer the door, would be my guess. Yeah, if you guys hear your doorbell ring, you should probably answer it. And we have alumni helping us with this prize patrol delivery tonight. Congratulations to Leah Lacrosse of Scargo Consulting, who's been awarded $2,500 to go towards.
Yay!
Yay!
To go towards her certification and her website.
Yay,
great.
Leanna's so proud.
Yeah.
Go, Leah. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Next up, we're going to get a little help from another alumni and one of our board members. They are on the move now to help us award our first place winner, who has been awarded $3,500.
We're like the legit Ed McMahons. The dogs was barking and it's 52. Somebody wooed. I heard a woo. Come on. Come on. Door in her face. Oh, the puppy.
Congratulations, Alyssa of ALR Design.
I'm okay. We're okay with that. He's gonna stay in the yard.
Congrats, Alyssa.
Congrats.
Hi.
The
You're
cards and stuff like that. Yeah.
Congratulations.
So thank you. Alyssa has been awarded $3,500, which she can use towards her materials and inventory to get her set up for a fantastic summer.
That's what it's all about. You just serve it.
Oh. Thank you to our alumni, to our mentors, to our board who came out and helped us with our Ed McMahons. It's fun. Thank you. That was great. And that is the cash awards for tonight. Kristen, what's left?
I'm so dang proud of these folks and so happy that we're going to have 12 new businesses out in the Cape community. You guys really are the engines that are going out there, creating jobs first for yourselves and then, possibly for a few other people. And so, that's the mission of Eforever, economic development through entrepreneurship. And just for the folks on the call, we are a 501c3 nonprofit, and wish that we didn't start every year at zero, but we start every year at $0 and have to get up to $300,000 every year to make this program possible. Some of those cash awards that you saw given directly to the entrepreneurs, that's a significant portion of our budget. So, if you feel so moved, we would love to receive any support that you are able to provide. Just head over to eforever.org and hit donate. But we are so thankful for you supporting the businesses that are going out in the community. And we hope to keep you in the EFAM. We hope to keep you in the loop, and we hope you stay involved in whatever capacity you choose. So thank you so much. I'm so proud. Let's unmute and applause one more time.
Woo! Thank you, everybody.
Congratulations, everybody.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, everybody.
Good job.
Guys, we're going to stop recording, but we're going to leave the Zoom room open so